Good evening, my fellow Zambians. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. There's a matter that has been going on, a debate which I thought I should address before I sleep. The issue is about voting on Thursday. Okay, so the ballot paper. People are saying that the ECZ wants to steal votes or rig, whatever it is, and they're now accepting marking and whatever. Marking has always been accepted. Okay. Some of these debates, you expect them to be amongst non-politicians because everybody on Facebook is an expert in politics, you get the point. But for people that are politicians, seasoned or upcoming politicians, whatever it is, at least get your facts to the public. It's very, very important for these elections. So the issue is this. Some people don't know how to vote. Some people also can't read. All right, okay. That is why you see that in Zambian elections, symbols are very important. Vote on the tree, vote on the this, vote on the that. You get the point. Vote on the chitenge. Why? Because some voters will go in there and they can't read someone's name, they can't read someone's party, but they'll remember the symbol. That is how it has always been. That is why we are so big on symbols. So the issue is this. On a ballot paper, when somebody has marked in the empty box, maybe they've done an X or they've done an ichongedwe, a Nike or that mark, the tick, or they've put even a dot or a 1. If it's clear that the dot or the 1 is against candidate X, then candidate X has been validly elected by that person. Okay, I'm sure you see in constitutionalism where they always talk about what was the spirit of the framers, okay? The framers of the Constitution, they wanted this or that for them to understand what the law is all about. So the issue of the framers of the Constitution does not only end with constitutionalism. It also goes to the ballots, and that's what we train the polling agents. So what do you train polling agents, you politicians? Know what I'm saying? This debate should be amongst those Facebook politicians, not seasoned politicians. Because when we are training our polling agents, that's what we tell them. To say if there's a dot against our candidate, if there's a 1, there's a 2, there's whatever, then it's our vote. Are you getting the point? And it's not like all the people can't vote to just vote for the ruling party. No. If you're going to say a tick is not a valid vote, then all of us are going to be affected as people that have candidates in these elections. Are you getting the point? So the issue is this. Along the line where the candidate is, if the voter has put an X on the face of the candidate, on the symbol of the candidate, on the name or the political party, or in that line where that candidate is, that vote is a valid vote for that candidate. It only becomes spoiled if the candidate has put, let's say, a 1, right? And then the 1 is moving from one candidate to the next. It's on the line, those boxes, then it's in between two candidates. Then you don't know who the person wanted to choose. So there, the vote becomes spoiled. But as long as there's a mark, okay? So please train and tell your polling agents to look out for any mark on their candidates. So that's how it is. It has always been like that. When it comes to marking, of course, the best way and what you tell people, you and me watching this, you people that can read and write, and you're on Facebook right now, you're on social media, you're doing whatever, you can read and write. So when they tell you to say, go and vote, you go and you're going to vote accordingly. They'll tell you, put the X in an empty box, and you go and do it. That's not the reality for all the Zambians out there. People go in and they're scared to vote. You're going to ask them, why are they voting if they're scared? I mean, that's them, You can't say because you're a person who gets scared, then you can't vote, okay? Others may not even be scared, they just don't know because they're illiterate, you get the point? So they'll walk in, okay? Don't forget that people have to wake up at 03, 04, stand on the line and maybe vote at 10 and 11 hours. So by the time somebody is waking up so early, going to vote, it's because they have the intention to vote for their candidate, isn't it? So imagine they walk in, they get the ballot, they mark on it, they put it in the ballot box. Okay, because the idea is this: as long as there is a ballot in the ballot box, somebody got that ballot, marked on it, and put it in the ballot box, isn't it? Because if they didn't vote or they didn't want to vote for anybody, that ballot wouldn't be in the ballot box. It would be with the election officials there. Okay, so if somebody woke up from their place, lined up, voted, and the ballot is now in the hands of the people that are counting the votes. They need to know what it is that that person wanted to do when they went there to vote. So they will look at where the ink is. So I'll give an example. Maybe this person wants to vote for Harry Kalaba. Harry Kalaba, the person, okay, Harry Kalaba, what's the party name? Citizens First Party. What is the, okay, the name, so there'll be the first, there'll be this picture, right? His name, then the next box will be the name of the political party, then there'll be the symbol, then the empty box where somebody has to put an X. So the person walks in, he looks at all the candidates, he looks at, oh, he can't even, maybe they've not even seen Harry Kalaba in their place campaigning there, but they remember, oh, the party I want to vote for, they told us in Pachimtengo, we should vote on the tree. Pakichi, Fakota, Pamutondo, you get the point? Where do I vote? That person will look for the tree and they'll vote there. So that tree, if somebody marks on the tree, it's a valid vote. If they put a dot on the tree, it's a valid vote. If they put an X on the tree, it's a valid vote. If they put a 1 on the tree, it's a valid vote. It's as simple as that. If they do it for the opposition, they do it for the ruling party, they do it for anybody, it is a valid vote. We are all opposition, and during this time, there are always so many things whereby we accuse ECZ knowingly and unknowingly, because some of the people accusing ECZ don't know what they're talking about, you know. But for people that know what it is, at least take time to educate your people. I remember when I was a member of the UPND, by the way, all the, you know, the election times, people would come, hey, what would be Dama vote? What would be Dama vote? You have to take President Church himself to say, I don't ever want to hear you say, what would be Dama vote? What would be Dama vote? Protect the votes. For you that don't understand, what would be Dama vote means they have stolen our votes. Okay, what would be Dama vote? He had to take the president himself to say, no, I don't want to hear this. Can you please protect the votes? So for me, to my fellow opposition, let me say this. Zambia's got one of the best systems in the entire region, in case you don't know. One of the best systems. So what we just need to do